Hello all, it's Mr. Christensen here to teach you lesson 2.6. What we're doing is we're finding the distance of a line on a coordinate plane today. Okay, so to start off with, the notes that I'm going to give you are from the light blue box in lesson 2.6. I'm going to put it on here, and then what I would like you to do is just hit the pause button, make sure you get it all written down in your notes, and that way you don't have to worry about me going on before you were ready. So I'll give you a shot of the notes, and then you can go from there. Okay, there you go. There's what the notes should look like in nice clear picture. Okay. Now, the next thing is what we're going to be working on today is graphing things. So some of you might have graph paper, some of you might not. If you don't, that's fine. You still want to use some kind of a straight edge, okay, and try and help yourself out with this. So what I've done is I actually, because I'm a dorky math teacher, I have some graph paper at home. And so what I have for you is I have some graphs already drawn. Okay, right here, our first one. Okay, so we have our first points that we're going to graph, 2 being the x, 6 being the y, right? This being our x-axis, this being our y-axis. This should be a review for us, right? So the first one we're going to go out is 2, 6. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we have 5, 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Okay. Now, according to our notes, it says graph the two ordered pairs. Connect the 2 points and label this point C. Okay. So as I draw my line here, I'm going to label this C, okay, for our Pythagorean theorem. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make this a right triangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this down to here and this over to here, okay? So now what I need to do is I need to figure out what these lengths are, okay, because this is my A and this is my B. Remember, A and B can be interchangeable. A is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's, I'm going to do my work here on a separate sheet of paper. Okay, I'm going to say 5 squared plus, all right, this one is at 1, 2, 3. 3 squared equals C squared. Okay, now what we should know is this C needs to be bigger than 5 because it's got to be the longest one. So we get 25 plus 9, because that's what 5 squared and what 3 squared are, equals C squared. 25 plus 9 would be 34 equals C squared. Okay. Now I'm going to make sure that I use my calculator. Okay. And I say, all right, I go 34, go to the scientific form of my calculator. Oops. 34, and then I hit square root, and I get 5.8, all right? So I should have wrote down that I was square rooting both sides, and I get 5.8. Now, it's important that you label this units equals C. So if we look back at our steps, okay, step 1 was we graphed the two ordered pairs, connected the points, and labeled this C. Using the C as the hypotenuse of the right triangle, draw the legs A and B. We did that. Okay, find the lengths of A and B. We did that. Use the Pythagorean theorem to find the lengths of the hypotenuse C, which is what we did. Okay, the lengths is the distance between the 2 points on a coordinate plane. Now the last thing here, number 5, says label your answer in units. So right here, we're going to get a point for drawing it. We're going to get a point for our answer, and we're going to get a point for our label. So again, each one of these is going to be worth 3 points. So make sure you do all 3 things. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at the second one. The second one starts at negative 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, negative 2. Ooh, it's going to be a nice big long hypotenuse this time, okay? And then remember, we're going to label this C, okay? And I'm going to make my legs to make it a right triangle, like so, like so. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. 3. All right. So now we're going to say 6 squared plus 3 squared equals C squared. Okay. 6 squared being 36, 3 squared being 9 equals C squared. We get 45, equals C squared. Now to get C by itself, I'm going to square root both sides. And I'm left where C equals, this is going to be 6 point something, almost 7. Okay, so 45, the square root of that is 6.7. And remember, it's important to label it units. Okay, all right. Now, some of the other ones are going to ask you to find the perimeter. Okay, finding the perimeter is not all that hard. Remember, perimeter is the distance around an object. So we just need to find the lengths of all 3 sides and then add them together. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're at 2, 8. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have negative 3, 1, 2, 3, positive 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now we have our triangle here. Okay. So to do this, it goes up 1, 2, 3. Wow, 3 is a popular one on this. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this looks to me like it's the same as the first problem we did. Didn't do that on purpose, but hey, what do you know? It worked out that way. So we're still going to go 5 squared plus 3 squared equals C squared. 5 squared being 25, 3 squared being 9, and C squared, we get 34 equals C squared. Okay, just the same as what's above it. So we square root both sides, and we end up with C equals 5.8. So now what we have to do to find the perimeter is we're going to take 5 plus 3 plus 5.8, and we end up with 13.8, and then we label it units. Okay, so that's it for our lesson for today. Okay, remember, if you have any questions, please send me a chat on the Teams. Also, make sure when you are submitting not only your answers, but I also need to see the work so that I understand how you're coming up with your answers. I've had some people that send me questions on chat. I've called them. We've sent messages back and forth and helping them out. That really, really, really helps me understand where you guys are thinking. So if you're ever confused on anything like that, please send me a chat and I'll gladly help you. All right. Hopefully you're having a good day. This is your last assignment for the week. It is due by 3 o'clock on Friday. Okay. If that is an issue for you, you need to contact me early. Earlier the better. Please don't send me a message at 2:45 on Friday and go, hey, I haven't gotten my stuff done. Okay. Send me a message, plenty of advance warning, and I can work with you. All right. Let's try and make sure we stay on top of things and nobody falls behind. All right. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.